Anyway, I'm about to bring on our last and final comedian. Yeah! He's fucking amazing. He's Chinese. He's American. But he sounds like a black man. Which is a little bit weird, but that's the way. Ryan Ha fucking roll! Ryan Ha!
Sound black with me.
I don't know what he was talking about. But yeah, I'm supposed to say some jokes tonight. I got you. China. No, that's the joke. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But like the reason why I say that is because like when I came here, like for the first time, like I'm from the Western world, right? And you know we're used to certain things, but in China stuff just seems kind of backwards or like reversed. You know, I don't know if it's like the communist government, you know, or the mass surveillance, but like you know, as a Westerner, like I watch TV. That is what I do. I watch TV, right? But in China, TV watches you, okay? And like, that's not it. Like, other stuff is in the reverse order, okay? Like, as a Westerner, basically, like, I'm accustomed to service, okay?
No
like,
Russian reversals, please!
Yo, I don't know what language you're speaking, but okay. So, basically, I'm used to service, okay? I will go to a restaurant, I will put my order down, okay? And I expect them, you know, to satisfy my demands, right? But I go to China and it's the complete opposite. I go to a restaurant and it's them who are making demands from me, okay? They tell me where to sit, they wait for me, tell me to order right now, they make me pay before I get my food, and then I give them money and they're like, exact change only, okay? We don't make change here, okay? And I'm just like, damn, like, why did I come here again? Like, and it hits me, okay? About a year ago, my girlfriend broke up with me, okay? I know, it's sad, right? But here's the thing, listen, here's the problem with women, okay? Y'all are too picky, okay? Y'all are too damn picky, okay? Like, listen. What do you look for in a man? Okay, what do you look for in a man? Like, 6 feet tall, Asian American, has a six-pack. No, seriously, what do you look for in a man? Incredibly. Do we have any women who know what they want in a man? I can wait. I know y'all have this. You guys have your dream man. What do you look for in a man?
I never know.
Incredibly handsome, right? Incredibly smart. Shit sounds like me, right? But like incredibly funny, incredibly rich, right? Let me tell you something. That man too good for you, okay? That man too good for you. You're gonna see on the street, you're gonna walk right by. You like Kim Kardashian? You think you Kim Kardashian now? No, that man too good for you. Until you Kim Kardashian, you better settle for a 6-foot comedian with a six-pack, okay? That's what y'all need to do, okay? But seriously though, but women, I don't blame you, okay? I don't blame you. Really, I blame Disney movies, okay, for turning you into what you are. You guys are always looking for your Prince Charming. And I know what you're thinking. You guys are blaming men. Like what? The man will take you home, then he never calls you again, right? Okay. Well, for that, I can retort by blaming porno movies, okay? Because, you know, like, a man, you wonder why the guy never calls you back again, but it's because the shit that man has seen in a porno, you did not live up to that shit. You did not live up. I am yet to see a woman do me like this.
They can't say this thing.
Y'all start doing that, you get that wedding ring, okay? You're gonna get that wedding ring when you start doing that shit, okay? Okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Okay? But that's not like, so like, that's like one reason why men and women don't find common ground. But really though, like, my relationship with my girlfriend, it wasn't even going to work out anyways, okay? Because it was an interracial couple, right? Interracial couple. She was Indian, okay? We're talking dot Indian, not feathers, okay? So it wasn't down the line. So, she broke up with me, and basically I did what any single American loser would do. That's get up and move to China. Okay. And then like I used to think I knew Chinese. You know, I studied in school. I kind of look Chinese, right? I'm not, but I look that way. Just a little bit. Right? So I used to think I knew Chinese. But then when I came to Beijing, like I don't know what language they're speaking. I was on line 1. Okay, I think you guys colloquially call it the farmer line, right? Or the peasant line. I'm not sure. But I was talking to this Jungaran, right? And like, must have been talking to him for 15 minutes, had no idea what the fuck he was saying, okay? But I kept listening to him because he was so passionate about what he was saying. He was just like, sure, nah, So I just do what I've observed many Jungaran do, and that's respond with plenty of grunts. Right? So he keeps going. Sure. I look down, I look up, motherfucker stole my wallet and ring. Okay. And that's when I realized, okay, you know, every day in China, it's a battle, you versus China. Okay? And China's like, sometimes you win, sometimes China wins, but China's like the house. It always wins. Okay? So like a typical day for me is, you know, I wake up, pollution on blast, that's 1-0, China took the early lead. Okay? Then I go out, you know, I'm sightseeing with my friends, you know, hit up the Lama Temple, right? Gotta use the bathroom, but all there is are squat toilets. That's 2-0. China pulling away, okay? And now the biggest mistake, this is a guaranteed point that you will never win on China. When you go to the barber shop and you get a haircut, okay? Because you get a haircut in China, that's 3-0. You're gonna come out looking like a Chinaman. Hey, not that there's anything wrong with that, bro. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But you're gonna look like a Chinaman, okay? Okay, so now you got asthma, okay, your pants dirty from using squat toilets, you butt ugly. You gotta score your points back on China, right? But how do you do that? Okay, you know, I go to the restaurant, right? I rack up a bill, right? 97 kwai is the bill. I throw a Sprite on there. Okay, now it's 101 kwai. And then I pay with 2 100 kwai bills. Yo, yi kwai ma? Hey, yo. You better give me my change, bitch! Okay? And the other way to score points back on China is you get yourself a Chinese girl, okay? Because you know no China man wants to see you with their women, okay? I look like this, but okay. But here's the thing, so I have plenty of Chinese friends here, okay? And like, you know, I tried going out with them, but it doesn't really work out, because basically we out getting dinner and drinks at 7, but we home by 9:30. Okay, we home by 9:30, like going to sleep. And the other thing is like Chinese people, I don't really like how they hit on women. Okay, it's really different than what I'm used to. It's kind of like, should we talk to her? You know, so then, you know, so I'm looking around with a new group of friends, I found myself some white people, okay? And the thing is, I can't hang out with white people either, okay? And here's the problem with white people, is like, they kind of like overuse the same sayings all the time, okay? Yeah, okay, this is the one black person in the crowd, like, you know what I'm talking about? White people are oblivious. White people are oblivious to that shit, right? But you know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is the shit they got going on. They be saying something, they be saying that's what she says, okay? And it doesn't even make sense. Like, okay, so my white friend, he was eating some Nerds candy. You know what that is? Like the Nerds candy, right? He was eating that shit one by one. Okay, I know that, right? So I tell him, I'm like, yo, man, you eat that one by one? Like, I just put the whole load in my mouth and I suck on it. A white guy jumps out like, that's what she said. not funny. That's old. That's old. Okay. And then the other thing, and then the other thing white people say, and I can't stand, is they say this thing, that awkward moment when. Okay, and they just use it on non-awkward moments. Okay, they'll be like, that awkward moment when you're talking to your ex on Facebook. Okay, and I'm like, that's not an awkward moment. An awkward moment is when you're eating a banana and you make eye contact with somebody. Okay, that's an awkward moment, okay? And the other thing is like, and then I didn't realize it until I started hanging out with white people, is that white people in China are treated like motherfucking gods, okay? They get the all-star treatment no matter where they go, okay? Like, how does it? We go to this club mix, okay? Okay, how many, we got a white person here, do I see, anyway? How much does it cost to go to mix?
Free.
You don't even know, so this white man doesn't know how much it costs to go to mix, okay? Okay, because it's free for white people, okay? It's free for they just walk in, they just walk through that. Oh, like this way, go right ahead. And then I go up, they're like, no, what you think you doing? I'm like, yo, come on, you just like all my friends in, like, come on. They're like, we know you China man, okay? We know fooling us with your skin color, boy. Right? I'm like, I'm just begging this bouncer, like, come on, man, let me in. You just like, all of my friends are like, please, let me in. I'm begging him. I'm like, please. Bouncer fucking flips out. He goes, nah! Cause you're a fucking chick. Okay? I'm offended as shit, so I bust out my wallet, give this motherfucker 50 quid to get in the club that all my friends got in for free. And then here's the other thing though, like, and then this was the last straw where I was like, nah, white people not hanging out with them anymore, okay? Because what they do, okay, have you seen a white people hit on women? Okay, it's quite a spectacle, okay? And like, basically, here's the thing about me, okay? I like my women the same way I like my coffee. Okay, we're talking strong, black, and proud. Okay? White people, yeah. You feel me? But white people, they just fuck everything with a pulse. Okay, and this is how white people hit on women. And I just wasn't accustomed to it, okay? White people, you know, the music's going, right? And what they kind of like thrust in with their hips, you know, like, They make contact with the women's buttocks, okay? That's what they do, and they start dancing with them, you know? They start dancing, and that's how they hit on women. And see, and here's the thing about white women in China. They give too much respect to the white man, okay? So either one of two things happen, okay? The white woman feels it, and she's like, oh, that starts dancing back, you know, and like, she probably doesn't even know how to dance. She's kind of like moving her hips, right? And the other thing they do is they like call their friend over, like, oh my God, like, save me. They get saved, right? But white women, they don't show that kind of courtesy to a Chinaman. Or somebody who looks like a Chinaman, okay? So I observe my white friend, you know, and I do just as they instructed me to do, okay? So I'm rolling up there doing my thing, right? You know, make contact with the white woman. She turns around and smacks me. You know, the thing about me is like, I will never hit a woman, but I will shit the shit out of her. Okay? And like, well, basically, long story short is I did not get my rocks off that night, okay? And I had to find a new group of friends because they weren't getting anywhere, right? So I found myself the black man, okay? And they are fucking great in Beijing because this is what I used to do wrong. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. You know exactly where this is going. Everybody knows exactly where this is going, okay? See, I used to mac on women, right? Now, I holler at bitches, okay? There's a big difference, okay? I used to be like, hey girl, I used to ask them dumbass questions like, what's your name? But now I'll be hollering, okay? I'll be like, hey, yo, baby, what's up? Okay. Put that ass in reverse. Okay. What? You walking away? Well, fuck you then. I'm gonna watch your ugly ass. Yo, she a fucking hoe. You feel me? Right? So yeah, so I'm out in the club. I'm with my boy Malik the Freak, okay? And like, I'm calling Malik the Freak. You think that he's a freaking bad, like he be licking ass or something like that? No. We call him Malik the Freak Because the motherfucker, he don't have any hands, okay? He just has stubs. He a motherfucking freak, okay? And he uses these like prosthetic hooks, okay? Those are his hands, prosthetic hooks. And yeah, I'm thinking exactly the same thing you're thinking. How does this motherfucker wipe his ass after he shits? Like, what the fuck, right? So I don't want to eat the freak, right? And here's the thing, like, when I go out, I have a long history of being a pilgrim, okay? That is to say, I settle. So, I'm out there, right, and I find my Plymouth Rock, right? I just her like this. Girl, I likes you, and I wants you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. But sir, I don't even know your name. I just look at, oh, I see you choosing the hard way. Okay, so I fill it with a bunch of whiskey and green tea. That's what the Chinese people like to drink. And then, like, after, like, I don't know, like 20 shots later, because it's basically all green tea, she's feeling me, okay? She's feeling me after that, okay? Y'all don't even want to know what the easy way was, okay? Right? So I go up to Malik the freak, and I was like, yo, Malik, I'm about to have sex with this girl. Let me get a condom. He goes, is you about to have sex with this girl? Or is you about to have your way with that bitch? I'm all confused. I'm like, the second one. The second one. And he's like, alright, here you go, right? And he gives me something, and I have no idea what the fuck this is, okay? Because here's the difference between black people and regular people, okay? We got regular people here, yeah. Alright, so when you sleep with a girl, what do you use, right? You use a condom, right? Yes, yeah, okay. That's why you're doing it wrong, okay? You're wrong for that one, no? But you're so right for it, okay? But yeah. We use condoms, right? But black people, they use something called magnums, okay? I have no idea what the fuck this is, okay? So he gives me this magnum, right? And he's like, sorry, I had to learn that bitch the hard way, okay? He gives me this magnum, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this, right? He's like, don't worry, son, just use that bitch like a regular condom, okay? So, later on that night, okay, I got this bitch right where I want her, which is butt naked in my bedroom, okay, and I bust out this magnum, okay, whip it out the package, roll it down my cock, but I get to the end, and there's a shitload more latex involved, okay, and it hit me, oh, that's the difference between a magnum and a condom. This joint got the extra ball protection to really prevent those STDs. Thank you, bitches. There will be no encore.
Like pulling up a magnum.
I got one.
Right, yeah. So thank you very much, Ryan Hall! The guy is a fucking genius! He is a genius! Chinese cop speaks like a black man. He doesn't really speak like a black man. He doesn't. Oh, yeah, six packs. He doesn't. Does he speak like a black man? Yes or no? Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't just speak like it. It goes deeper. It goes deeper. You know, a lot of comedians came up here and they're really nervy and edgy. He has sold so much fucking cocaine back there. You would not believe. A bit racist. It's not racist. It's stereotypical. Stereotypical, not racist. The Chinese are really stereotypical. Yeah, I'm bored. Yeah, I'm bored. Chinese people are like, oh, you're very clever. Because you're bored. And then they just say, you're really, really clever. And they ask my religion, and I tell them I'm Jewish. They say, oh, you're very clever. And they're like, Jewish bored people are really, really clever. Aren't they? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe. I'm just looking at them. And just put that little idea there. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. This is Comedy Club China. You can visit us at www.comedy...
visit us at www.comedyclubchina.com. We're going to have an event every single month. If you think you can do better than any of the comedians on this evening, email us, we'll have you on stage.